One person. Faster, faster, faster.
1 year.
We're just getting started. You got 364 days after this. One amazing transformation. I'm Chris Powell.
I'm Heidi Powell.
And this is what we do.
Come on, throw those punches.
You had the potential to be great. And what you don't get is that you still have the potential to be great.
Choose to be different. Choose to change.
Everything you've got. That's what it takes. Go!
Take control of your life.
You've got to get to the reasons why. Because until you find them, you will not transform. What you're about to see will be the most important year in one person's life. What do you want?
I want to be happy.
Welcome to your new life.
Tonight on Extreme Weight Loss, meet Kim.
I love when I see other people wear my dresses. It makes me feel proud. Then it also makes me feel sad that I can't be in that as well.
A Hawaiian fashion designer who's ready to say aloha to a whole new life.
I want to look in the mirror and actually like what I see for once.
But a lifetime of fear is holding her back.
I used food as a comfort.
Lucky for her, the pals are going to get Kim out of her comfort zone.
And if you can do this, you can do anything.
And into a new dress size.
Oh my.
With the help of fashion guru Tim Gunn.
You have 1 hour to create your finale dress. Make it work.
And celebrity designer Michael Costello.
Absolutely amazing.
All leading up to a runway-worthy finale like you've never seen before.
These are some of my sketches, and I've actually had this sketchbook forever. I love fashion because it's an expression. You can have your own personal style, and it just represents you and who you are in that moment of your life in that day. If I could live in an evening dress, I would. My name is Kim. I'm 29 years old. I'm approximately 150 pounds overweight. So I love like a lot of cocktail dresses too. But in my normal wardrobe, I don't wear dresses because I have big legs. I've always wanted to be a fashion designer. So when I was 24 years old, I decided to pursue my dream and got into Parsons, the new school for design in New York City, which was my dream school. Right now, I currently design for like a sample size girl. So a girl who's size 2 or a size 4. I love when I see other people wear my dresses. It makes me feel proud. But then it also makes me feel sad that I can't be in that as well. I want to look in the mirror and actually like what I see for once. So I'm just shopping for a dress that I want to make. And I usually come to this fabric store. They have like a lot of assortment, which is great.
So I'm here in Honolulu, Kim's favorite fabric store. She has no idea, but I am about to give her the surprise of her life.
I want to get some fabric. What? Oh, wait, what? Oh my God!
Kim, I choose you for the transformation of your life.
To have Heidi choose me, it's almost like she was like a little fairy that came on the island and blessed me with a gift. It's your time. No more of the same old stuff. I'm so ready. I'm excited.
Well, we're not leaving yet.
Okay.
So a good friend of mine has a special challenge for you.
Okay.
Hi, Kim. Tim Gunn here. Congratulations on being chosen for the transformation of your life. So here's your challenge. You have 1 hour to create your finale dress. Remember, this is the most important dress that you will ever make. So use your imagination, be creative, and make it work.
I love Tim Gunn. I mean, I went to Parsons, so for him to give me my own personal challenge, it was the best thing.
It's 2 o'clock now. So at 3 o'clock, I'm going to meet you at your house. You better have that dress with you.
Okay.
You better get started. Okay. You got a dress to make.
Oh my God. This is crazy. Normally, for an important dress, it would take me a few days. But I have to do my finale dress in 1 hour. There's a whole process that goes behind it between sketching and editing and doing it in muslin and then doing the patterns and then draping. And so I was freaking out in my mind, but I just try to stay focused and concentrate.
Knock, knock.
Hi, Heidi. Next thing you know, here comes Heidi knocking on the door. And I was like, oh my gosh, I failed the challenge. Okay, I did not finish the challenge.
Okay.
Normally the way that I work is I do a sketch and then it's like a couple of days and I go with like my feeling and that gets my creative juices going. And I've had so much feelings today after I saw you. And I feel like this dress reflects those feelings. I take responsibility that I didn't finish this in the time that you asked me to, and I apologize.
This challenge wasn't just about Kim finishing a dress within an hour. I mean, that's not what I do. This challenge was more about allowing Kim to flex those muscles and envision who she wants herself to be at the end of this journey.
I'm not leaving you.
It's important that she has an end in mind. She has a goal. She has a vision of the woman she wants to be so she can actually have something to strive for.
What I wanted to see most is that you gave everything you could within that hour. As long as over the course of the year, you're perpetually working harder and trying to be a better version of you, we're good. So I want you to take that dress with you and finish it while we're in Denver. All right? Okay. So you go ahead and wait right here. I'm going to grab the scale, and then we'll get you weighed in. All right. This is the old you, weighing in front of the new you. Okay. Take your shirt off and take that first step onto the scale.
She weighed me in front of my finale dress to symbolize where I am right now and where I'm going to be in the next year. And that moment actually just like solidified what this whole journey is going to be about.
£279. In the first 90 days at boot camp, I know you can lose 70. Without a doubt, 209 pounds is so feasible. We're gonna do 70. You got it?
Got it.
All right, go get back. Yay!
It feels like I'm dreaming. I'm excited to see who I'm going to be in the next year and to shed all of this. I'm going to kick ass. I'm going to give it all I've got and then more.
Go on in.
All right.
This is the University of Colorado Anschutz Health and Wellness Center. There he is.
Kim,
How are
aloha.
you? How are you? We finally got to meet Chris, just put everything into perspective. And I just realized, like, this is really going to be my year.
I want to know some things that you've always dreamed of doing.
I have a huge fear of heights. And since we're just going to go big this year, let's try and conquer that.
And that tells us that your mind is in the right place for transformation, because while weight loss has everything to do with nutrition and exercise, transformation has everything to do with exactly what we're talking about right now.
You got a big year ahead of you.
Yeah,
We do.
I'm
Let's go
excited.
rest up. All right, let's go.
How do your waist?
Now that Kim's at boot camp, she's going to be going through a series of medical exams just to make sure that she's ready for this process. But on top of that, she's going to be going through nutritional consultations. So I'm bringing in celebrity chef Rocco DeSpirito.
Hey guys, what's going on? How are you? Nice to see you. Nice to meet you.
Meeting Rocco DeSpirito was really cool. He's a hottie.
Now I know you like rice, but unfortunately, you know, white rice not that good for you. So what I do for rice is I grate cauliflower.
Okay.
So I want you to grate, yep, and really get yourself into it. Yeah, exactly. Don't grate your nails. This is not a time for a manicure. Let's get this in the pan. Cooks very quickly, and then you just toss this like this. Can you do it? In, out, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull.
I'm like the worst cook in the world.
Trust me, just let your hand loose this.
But it got a little hot in the kitchen when he tried to like come over behind me and start sauteing the rice.
This is for you. I hope you enjoy it. Try it. Tell me. You dig it?
This is amazing.
You like it? Okay, good.
It's amazing.
Good.
Coming up.
Michael Costello.
Hi, Kim.
I love him so much.
Today we get to try on dresses with him too.
Oh my god.
I see.
Oh my goodness. Spring off those legs. Come on, spring. So Kim's weight loss, I'm not quite sure what to think about it. In her workouts, she rarely pushes herself. If you want to change, you gotta do something you've never done before. We are gonna push this girl outside of her comfort zone, whatever it takes. So when Kim got to boot camp, she gave me and Chris the rundown of everything she hoped to do over the course of the year. See how high I am? This is so scary. The one that stuck out the most to me was her wanting to get over her fear of heights. Oh boy. It's not even like a little bit of a phobia. She's deathly afraid of heights. That is something I am going to tackle with her this year. Well, here we are. I figure no better place than here in Colorado at the Royal Gorge. It has North America's highest suspension bridge. It's 1,000 feet over the Arkansas River, which is insanely high. You would walk on this side, all right? Okay.
And I want you to stay as close to the edge as possible. I want you to see what you're actually doing.
Okay.
If I can get Kim to face her fears and test her limits, it will open up a whole new world for her. We're almost done. We have a few hundred feet left till the end of this. Then we're gonna climb up, and we're gonna fly. Okay?
What do you mean?
That is the Royal Gorge Sky Coaster. They harness us in, they pull us back up to that tip, and then we fly over the gorge.
Oh my gosh. It looked like it was thousands of feet.
I don't know.
We're not gonna live our lives held back and constrained anymore, right? We're gonna be free. Let's go do this.
Okay.
Come on. You're not allowed to close your eyes.
By the time we got on, like harnessed up, that's when it registered in my head that I'm going over something.
We're gonna freaking fly. There. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Hold it. We can do this. It's okay. You can do anything.
When we first dived down, like it was the scariest moment of it.
Fly. Come on.
And then we just like flew out. And like around the third time, then it just felt amazing. Having that victory of overcoming that fear of heights, it made me feel very empowered.
You did it.
I came off of the gorge on just a natural high that I've never felt before. I just felt like if I can do that, then I can do anything I set my mind to.
Wow. Come on. 4. Keep it going. 5. Good. Come on. 5 more.
This is my favorite dress that I used to wear when I was actually bigger. So I'm gonna take the lace from this old dress. I'm gonna mix it in with the new dress that I'm making for the body that I see myself in. And I'm really excited about this design.
Look at that. Good. Come on, Kim. Ever since the Royal Gorge Challenge, Kim has been pushing herself like crazy. It's so great to see this.
Oh, look at the scene. I'm so high up. It doesn't seem as scary as it used to. I feel like a brand new woman.
Good. 5 more.
So you excited to go back to the islands?
I miss my family, but I want to go back to New York, so I've been thinking a lot about it. Since being at boot camp, I've decided to move back to New York and pursue my dreams.
So you want to go back to the city, huh?
I do. I've always wanted to go back.
I like that. All right. Let's hit another set. Let's go. Seeing the progress that Kim has made, it makes Heidi and I so proud. And even more so because she's decided to leave the comforts of Hawaii to go follow her dreams in New York.
I really do think the second half of boot camp was probably the better half for Kim. She pushed it. Every single workout that I was at, she gave it her all. Are you nervous for tonight?
Of course.
Yeah. I just hope she can hit this goal so she can keep up her momentum. Kim, 90 days ago, you stepped on the scale weighing in at 279 pounds. I gave you the goal to lose 70 pounds in this first phase. Right. So if you step on the scale and it says 209 pounds or less, you hit your goal. Okay. Shirt off, shoes off. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and step on the scale.
In the beginning of the program, I struggled, but I've done everything that I possibly could do. So you always hope for the best and hope that everything that you did is going to reflect on the scale. No.
So close.
So close.
Kim, you were 3 pounds away.
Honestly, that's more weight than I've ever lost in my whole life. When I saw 67 pounds, my initial reaction was a little disappointment. But instead of letting myself go there, I really just wanted to take a step back and realize that, you know what, I did that, and 67 pounds is still an accomplishment. Coming here, for me, it just wasn't about weight loss. It was really more to shed all of the things that were keeping me trapped in my head. And I fought through a lot of fears that I had in life. Now I'm going to take all those tools and take it into phase 2, and we're going to get to the finish line.
Good.
Yeah, we will.
We are.
Well, tomorrow's goodbye.
Let's go get a good night's sleep, okay?
Okay.
67 pounds. Not too shabby for tiny little you.
Yeah, and we're just getting started.
All right. Hi.
Hey.
Look at you.
Going home from boot camp, I have mixed feelings. I'm definitely going to miss Chris and Heidi. They've become family to me.
this is not the dress.
This is the dress. As I started to shrink, I got a little bit more inspired. So, this is what the new dress looks like.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh, Kim. I love it. And a size 4.
Yes.
You can do this. Speaking of goals, for your phase 2 goal, I want to see you lose 40 pounds in the next 90 days.
Okay.
I know it's challenging, but I also know you can do that.
Right.
Well, this is goodbye.
All right, Kim.
I am so excited for Kim to head to New York to start this next chapter of her journey. But here's the deal. New York is full of distractions, and I hope they don't derail her. While the city is an amazing place, it's also an unforgiving one.
Now that I'm back in New York, I really want to get back into the fashion industry. So I've been applying, and I am going to interview with the up-and-coming designer named Christina Octaviano.
How are you? Nice to meet you.
Me too. I am feeling nervous because it was my very first job interview in the fashion world since graduating from Parsons years ago. This is just my sketchbook here. These
Wonderful.
are things that I've designed.
I love the way you rendered these, Kim. They look great.
Thank you.
So what do you feel your strengths are?
I'm in love with gowns.
I can see it. Stunning.
That's why I really love your company. I think, well, from the moment that I saw it, I just fell in love, and there's just only a few lines that I've had that feeling about.
Well, I really love all of your designs, and I love the construction details that I see that you've drawn out and illustrated. And I'm really happy to say that we're looking to expand. We're growing, as you know. We've showed in New York Fashion Week for fall and spring, and I would absolutely love to have you on board.
Oh, I would be completely honored.
I'd love to show you the collection. Sure. What's great about Kim's work is that she pays attention to all of the details, which is something that our line really focuses on. And I have to say, I just love her personality, and I wanted to help give her a great new start. So this is a silk vial cocktail, and it's all hand draped.
Wow, it's beautiful. I'm very excited for my new job. I can't wait to start.
Finally made it to work. So clocked in about 3 miles so far today. Walked from First Avenue to the gym on 37th and 5th, and out of work on 8th and 5th. Yeah, doing big things.
The hardest part of this journey for me has been the diet. There was a point in time when I felt like I was eating the same thing every day. My buzzer just rang, and looks like Rocco sent me another delivery today. I called Chris and Heidi, and I told them my dilemma. They were so sweet, they called up Rocco, who's also in New York, who sent me delicious food, things that were a little outside of the box that I put myself in, and it started to get me a little bit more creative in the kitchen. Organic Brussels sprouts with organic sweet potatoes and gluten-free cornbread stuffing, super delicious. 212 calories.
Even though it's really cold out, we still have to keep our promises and get to walking now that the Christmas lights are up. A little more scenic.
I've been crushing it in phase 2, and I think I'm gonna hit this goal.
No way. Kim! Oh my goodness. Wow. Kim looked absolutely amazing.
Oh my gosh, you look so good.
I mean, the person that I left 90 days ago was not the same person standing in front of me. I was worried about tackling weight loss and a job. And you seem to have done it pretty nicely. But I want to see what the number on the scale is. You know, Kim looks great, but the goal I gave her was huge. So while she might look good, I don't know if it was enough to actually hit her goal. All right, Kim, at the end of phase 1, you weighed in at 212 pounds. I gave you the goal to lose 40 pounds in phase 2. So if you step on the scale and you weigh 172 or less, you hit your goal. All right, go ahead and take off your shoes, take off your shirt, and step on the scale. Whoa, hold on. There's no way. 166? You blew past that goal. Oh my gosh. You beat your goal by 6 pounds. Oh. And Kim, for your size, that is huge.
Oh, thanks.
Kim lost almost 17% in phase 2, which is almost unheard of. She killed it. You keep up this pace, you are going to have no problem hitting your 50% in the next 90 days. That is a shoe-in for skin removal surgery.
Oh, I need that.
You know, Kim did amazing in phase 2 and really crushed her weigh-in. She clearly has been putting in the work, so to reward her, I wanted to put her on the other side of the design. Michael Costello is one of the world's top dress designers. I mean, he's designed dresses for Kim Kardashian, Britney Spears, Beyonce, all of these huge celebs. And Kim gets to go try on dresses with him today. Kim, meet Michael Costello.
Hi, Kim.
There's Michael Costello. I loved him so much. He really is. He came from Project One Ray. And just to see him in person, it just didn't feel real.
Today we get to try on dresses with him too.
Oh my
How
God.
great is that?
That is so
We do.
exciting.
We're gonna try on some dresses. I've selected some really beautiful options.
We were gonna play dress up. And I was very nervous that I wasn't gonna fit any of the dresses.
Let us see. Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Kim, look at that
my
waist.
God. When I saw myself in that gray dress, I stopped.
And look at the flare on this dress.
Oh my God.
It's stunning. The first dress, the gray dress that Kim tried on, she looked really beautiful. She kind of had a little J-Lo moment in it, and she looked really nice. This dress is a size 8.
That's crazy. It just put everything into perspective for me. And I realized just how much I've changed in the last 3 months.
I love this dress on you, but I want to see you in something else. I have a very special surprise for you.
Another one? Okay.
So go see what I picked out.
Oh, wow. Baba boom.
This is absolutely amazing.
God, I love this dress.
Isn't it beautiful?
This dress is breathtaking.
Isn't it? This is a dress that we made for Beyonce.
I knew from the moment I saw it. It was the dress that Michael and Stephanie Costello designed for the MT Costello collection. It was the dress that Beyonce wore on her world tour. And I get to try this dress on. I love her so much.
Did she wear this dress?
She did. She wore this dress.
Not that it's the design that she wore, but the actual dress that was on Beyonce's body was on my body. Can I just tell you how much I lived in that moment? It was like,
Take
I
it
loved
in, Kim.
everything about it.
Take it in. Once in a lifetime right here.
This dress is actually a size 6. This dress.
Kim, this is great. It's like you're shrinking in just the time we're here.
The look on Kim's face when I told her that she was wearing a size 6, priceless.
I can see your body changing, but when you actually do things like this, it really puts into perspective just how much progress you've made.
You know, remember when you came and got me in Hawaii and you said that as long as I promised just to give it my all every day, I just try to live by that promise.
You're doing it. I'm so proud of you.
You deserve this.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Coming up,
I really am a food addict. And honestly, I'm a self-sabotager.
will Kim fit into her finale dress?
The all-new Kim!
The winter months have been coming, and it's freaking cold outside. It's snowing really bad. Let's see how far I can walk. Oh my god, I need a beach in my life right now. I am so scared. I am not doing well in phase 3, and honestly, I'm not doing well because I'm not walking as much. The walks that I would do in New York from home to the gym, then gym to work, and from work to back home, that's 6 miles. I do that almost every day. I would do it. And I don't do it anymore. Today, it's literally 9 degrees outside. It's so cold, it's so windy, and I'm in a cab. I feel bad because I feel like I'm breaking my promise to myself to not be in the cab, but I don't know what else to do. I'm having a really hard time with this. When I was at boot camp, I was just very rigid and diligent, and I don't know, as soon as the holidays hit, I kind of just started falling off slowly here, slowly there, and then next thing you know, I just finally gave in to myself, and I said, screw it, and I went on the biggest binge that I've had in a long time. And a couple realizations that I've had. I really am a food addict, and honestly, I'm a self-sabotager, and the thing that pisses me off the most is it's the final stretch. So for all of this to be coming out now, it's like, why now? But it's okay. We're working through it. Coming back to Colorado for a 9-month weigh-in, I was really excited to see Chris and Heidi, but I was also really nervous because phase 3 has been very difficult.
You look great!
You know, when I saw Kim, I was actually a little bit surprised. When she walked through the door, the only thing that had changed on her was her hair and her makeup. I don't have high hopes for her 9-month weigh-in. Ready for this?
Yes.
All right. Well, when I weighed you in 3 months ago, Kim, you were 166 pounds. You had already passed 40% of your original body weight loss. So I gave you the goal at the time to get as close as you could to 50% of your original body weight. All right, so let's see how close you've got today. Okay. Whenever you're ready, step on the scale. You lost 5 pounds in 3 months.
I'm just as disappointed as you are.
What happened?
You know, I'll just admit, I'm a food addict, and I didn't really realize exactly how much I was until this phase hit. One day, I binged really bad, and I just mentally checked out, and I ate everything I ever wanted to eat. But in that moment, it felt like that addict getting that high again. It felt good.
I get that Kim struggles, and it's okay to struggle because everybody does. What frustrates me the most is that she went 3 months without telling me that she was struggling. I'm glad you've had a chance to open up to us and tell us what's going on. My only fear, though, is that this is gonna hold you back from getting skin surgery. So we're still gonna walk you into the doctor. Let them be the judge. Okay? Okay, let's get some rest. Got a big day tomorrow.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Good to see you again.
Going into the skin surgery consultation, I just hoped that I could get surgery. I wanted this, and I've worked hard.
How is that feeling? Does it feel like it's pretty empty, or?
Yeah, it feels very deflated. Excellent work. What I'd love to share with you now is your body composition analysis. So excellent news. You started off at 58% body fat, and you're down to 33%. That's awesome. That's extraordinary. It shows how far you've come. The downside to potentially doing surgery now for your excess skin is that you're still about 15 to 20 pounds away from getting into the healthiest range of body fat.
Okay.
I think you'd be an excellent candidate at this time, but the risk is that if you do surgery now and you go on to lose that weight, that you may have a bit more deflation.
Oh, I see.
15 more pounds would put you exactly where you need to be for optimal results. Now,
Right.
she says, you qualify now, but do you want to settle for okay? $15 more pounds would put you exactly where you need to be for optimal results. Now,
Right.
she says, you qualify now, but do you want to settle for okay?
I've been thinking a lot about it, and no. I mean, that's why I'm on this journey, right? So I can be the best that I can be. I know that I'm not where I want to be personally, because I know that there's so much more I can do before I say, this is what I want to be for the rest of my life.
Okay. Well, it's wonderful to meet you.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you for everything.
I'm going to take off this last 15 pounds, and I'm just going to be a happy, healthy person, which is what I've always wanted to be.
Well, hello.
Hey. Today I'm going home for phase 4, and I'm excited.
Back to New York.
Back to the big city.
With some different habits this time, right?
Yes,
We're going to walk more. We're going to get our nutrition on point.
Yes.
And we cannot stress enough, hydration, hydration, hydration. Water is key in your weight loss. For mental energy, clarity, everything to help curb cravings, I mean, water is a must.
Speaking of which, you know, I got this new Camelback Relay, and it's perfect because the way it fills up at the speed of my faucet. You know how it is in New York. Everybody's in a hurry since I'm on the go and I'm always in a rush.
They are. Before you go, we have one more little thing for you, hopefully to motivate you.
Okay. Kim, you're not at your potential, and you need to get there. And you can do it if you put your mind to it and you stop making excuses. And don't forget that you really want this. You've wanted this more than anything in your whole life. You are worth it. Oh my God. That hit home in so many ways. I needed that.
You've come a long way, but you also know yourself really well. You knew that you were going to be your own greatest enemy in this whole thing. We've seen all sides of Kim. We see the Kim that Mr. Gold in phase 1. We see the champion that crushed it in phase 2. We see the Kim that was an absolute wreck in phase 3. So the question is, which Kim are we going to see in phase 4?
Hey, guys! How are you guys? So good to see you all here today. Are you excited to see the new Kim? Yeah. But before I bring her out, I want to tell you guys a little bit about her journey. When we met Kim, she was paralyzed by fear. But with the right coaching from the entire team, little by little, she began stepping outside of her comfort zone. And that's not to say that her year with us was perfect. Kim missed a very important goal. You know, that was the last time I saw Kim. The burning question is, which Kim actually showed up for phase 4? Was it the Kim that fell back into her old patterns and behaviors? Or is it the Kim that actually learned from her mistakes? So tonight, we're gonna find out. Ladies and gentlemen, the all-new Kim! Ladies and gentlemen, the all-new Kim! You look absolutely stunning. I mean, your dress is beautiful. You all should know, Kim designed her own finale dress.
You go to fashion school and you are designing on dress forms that are size 4s and size 6s, and you know that you wear a 24 or 26, and you could never fit into that. And I stand before you today, loose skin and all, in a size 4.
This is a 4! Speaking of loose skin, you have a goal to hit tonight.
Yes.
And this is a big goal. If you hit your goal, you get your skin removal surgery and you won't have loose skin. You ready to weigh in?
I'm ready.
Okay. All right, Kim, when we started this journey, you weighed in at 279 pounds. 3 months ago, when we weighed in, you were 161 pounds. So if the scale says 146 pounds or less today, you hit your goal. 279 pounds.
I want to look in the mirror and actually like what I see for once.
Come on, Kim. We're not going to live our lives held back and constrained anymore. Oh,
Wow, I feel so beautiful.
143 pounds. That's incredible. That means in phase 4, one of the toughest phases, actually the toughest phase, you lost 18 pounds. You came back. You did it. You came back strong.
Hey, what's that sound? Oh, it's the sound of transformation.
If I didn't fall so many times, I couldn't have this success at the end. Like you said, it's not about perfection, it's about progression. And as long as I just move forward every day, then I was winning. And I think I won this year.
You did win. You won in a big way.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud.
I've always wanted to be a fashion designer, and I'm doing it, but I'm not at the same time. I just feel so lost as a person. And if I don't get a hold of this weight, my whole life is just gonna be gone.
This year I've learned that I'm worth much more than I ever thought. As for my career, I'm excited to be back in New York and just take it by storm. The future is 10 times brighter than I ever could imagine it to be.